and welcome to another Fiberific live craft and chat. Sorry, I'm running a little dash late this morning. You know when everything's like, okay, we're flowing along nicely, and then all of a sudden it's just like, bam, 14 things happen all at the same time, and you have to deal with them before you hit go live. Well, that's what happened. So good morning. So I'm a bit frazzled this morning and I've got to keep an eye on my phone because we have a roof tiler coming out who is coming out to do an urgent job. Short notice. He is being amazing. So I have to keep an eye on my phone because I've just realized I didn't send him my husband's number. So good job, Chantel. Well done. Good forethought there. So good morning to the chat. I'm just going to have a chat and see here is Kathy says, because my first message I see is Kathy, but Kathy's saying Kirby beat her to the first comment. So Kirby, I didn't see your comment, but I'm so glad that Kathy shared that. So good morning, Kathy and Kirby. Kathy says, no Easter gifts for me. I'll be making 10 more hats though. So today is April 1 here in Australia, or April Fool's Day. Hopefully I'm not made a fool, like low chances. It's very high chance that I'll be made a fool. Oh, goodness me. Leanne, you've made it to a live craft and chat. That's so awesome to see you in here. Talia is here. We've got lots of people who are hitting up the Fiberific retreat. If you are coming on the Fiberific retreat, check your inbox. You received your information pack the other day. And you know, like all that kind of stuff. So, and if you still want to go, I have one spot left. So if you want to be that last person in the retreat, send me a DM. We might be able to swing-a-roo something or other. Where are we? Two Arctic Wolves. Hello, you have made it right on time. Gamer Widows has her flights booked for the retreat. That is awesome. And Sally is just booking her flights. Excellent. Spanish Chick is in the room, but also doing laundry. Go us, women of multi-skilling abilities. Oh, goodness me. Okay, so I'm going to have a sip of my coffee because I need it, honestly. So, like 10 minutes before live stream, I'm on the phone to this new tiler. And he's like, if you can send me a photo of a roof tile, I can pick some up on the way and then I can just replace it straight up, no messing around. And I was just like, really? And he was like, yeah. So I'm like, Tim. And Tim's on the phone, like on a work call. And I'm like, get off the phone. I need to talk to you. It's important. And so Tim gets off the phone. I'm like, I need you to get up the ladder and take a photo of a roof tile. And he was like, any roof tile? I'm like, any roof tile. So he's up the ladder, taking photos. It's kind of funny. So I'm a bit frazzled. I didn't do my hair. Oh, goodness me. Hopefully it's not hideola. Okay, so today's chat, we are creeping awfully close to Easter here. It is the Thursday before Good Friday here in Australia. I know for some of you it's Wednesday, but here it's Thursday. It's the day before. So, and I realized last night that I haven't made any Easter craft. I've been a bit frazzled. Abby's birthday is also Easter Sunday. So I've been focusing on that rather than the actual Easter side of things. So I'm like, you know, it's last night. And then I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to go and have a look at Etsy. There might be something cute there and I can support a small local creator, blah-de-blah-de-blah. I find, oh my gosh, Dot Puddles. Is it Dot Puddles? I can't remember the name. I've shared it on Facebook. The cutest knitted animals, and they're all knitted flat. So I think I could even pull it off. I could do one maybe. So I bought the red squirrel last night. I was going to be good and just not. And then I was like, no, I want the red squirrel so much. I have to buy it. So I bought the red squirrel, but it's not going to be for Easter. Obviously it's a squirrel, not really Easter-ishy. So I've still got to do some Easter craft. Now, a little while ago, I picked up these packs from Spotlight, which is just some really cute sort of, I'm just going to drop into the top down camera here. Move the keyboard out of the way. That's how organized I am. Nothing is moved. Double camera. There we go. All right. So this is the pack that I bought. I actually have two of these packs. So I think that there is about, is it 25 grams? Yeah, 25 grams per ball, but I have two packs. So I have 50 grams per color. It's just a really softly spun acrylic. But I do have 2 packs. So look, here we go. Here's the other pack here. Look, see? For reals, I have a second pack. It's very soft acrylic. I don't know how it would go. It's softly spun as well, so if you can see, it just untwisted really easily. Like, it's very softly spun. I don't know how it would go holding structure. I wanted to make an Easter basket. I thought that would be super cute. And I did ask permission from a designer if I could work on a project. And I didn't hear back, so I can't work on that particular project. Because I won't work on a live stream project without the designer's permission, because even if it's a free pattern, people could still like work it out off what I'm doing, and then they may not get the click. And it's important for the person who comes up with the idea to get the click. In my mind, it's important. I don't know if everybody agrees. Do you all agree that the designer of a pattern deserves the click through to their website? I mean, I'm 100% on board with that. I'm just having another look in the chat. Dude, you have a cricket, make bunnies. Look, dude, I'm gonna make cricket things for Easter as well. But I'm a yarn girl. I'm a total yarn girl, you know. I love my yarn things. So I want to make something with my yarns. This packet's still all pretty and pristine. This one's all messy, so I'll probably do the messy pack first. Lisa agrees. Lauren agrees. Yeah, I just think it's really important for the actual person who came up with the original idea to get credit and to get the click-through. They may have advertising or something on their website that, while, yes, sometimes that's annoying. I was on a particular website last night, and the pattern you can't download as a PDF. You have to use it from their website, which is all good. But I kept getting pop-up ads, and that was annoying because it was covering the pattern. So I was literally having to click away. Now that's up to the designer to do that, but it may make me decide not to use that pattern at all because it's too intrusive. But banner patterns and stuff, banner ads and things like that, I am like, do it. Go hard. Especially if it's free, right? Like, people think, oh, free pattern, then designers don't deserve anything, bloody, bloody, blah. But I'm like, dude, they do. They still came up with it. They came up with the pattern. There was a conversation in a group I was in, and someone's like, okay, so just wanted to check something. I actually think it might have been, was it in Steph's group? It might have been in Steph's group. Someone was just wanting to double check, like they hadn't done anything yet, but they wanted to double check the etiquette on a pattern that they had that's no longer available for sale, and they wanted to know if they could just give it to a friend, like share it. And I was just like, nope, sorry, they've missed out. I'm not sure if it was well taken, because I think contact the designer, and the designer may well say, yes, give it to your friend, but let the designer decide. And if they don't get back to you, then your friend has missed out. I'm sorry, but FOMO is a real thing, and sometimes we just miss out. It's that simple. If a designer puts a pattern up for free for 24 hours and you go in at 25, guess what? You missed out. And so, yeah, I'm like, I hate missing out. I hate missing out so much. I really do. But if I miss out, I miss out, you know? And that's true for everybody. We don't have a right to these things. Anyway, sorry, total tangent. Total tangent. Gabby Rodriguez says creating a pattern is hard. It is, as I don't design much because I find it very difficult. I'm able to sort of more do little bits and pieces to teach a technique rather than make like a full garment or something like that. And sizing for like, it's not as simple as multiply it out, because I can tell you right now, as a plus size person, I may be this much wider, but I'm not this much taller and my neck's not this wide. So it's not just multiplying it out, it's adjusting it to fit. So yeah. I have bought patterns where someone very obviously multiplied it out and the collar sat out here when on the model it was here. Kerry Randall says, yes, free from limited time is very different from vintage pattern out of copyright. Yes, if it's out of copyright, it's out of copyright. That's a whole nother thing. So much FOMO. Yes, so much FOMO. Holly hates the pop-up ads, especially if you can't close it. Me too. Me too. Now, if you guys ever see anything on any of my stuff that has that, let me know, because I try really hard not to have them because they annoy me that much. I'm okay with like side ads and things like that, and I don't like noisy ones. I don't even like it if they move. I like a banner picture. That's it, so that you can make the decision as you're scrolling around what you need to read. My website currently doesn't have any, I don't think, but if I go forward doing more, but you know, sometimes I add things in without realizing, and gosh. Does anybody have any suggestions on what I can make with these? Like, I really wanted to do like it, because, you know, it's more about me, right? It's more for me that I want to make something, because my daughter is 16 and does not care. Well, she's not 16 yet. She doesn't care so much about the handmade little things. When she was 5, when the Easter Bunny delivered her eggs into her special basket, she was so excited. Did I highlight my hair? Look, I did way more than just highlight my hair, honestly, Lauren. I had a very big day at the hairdressers. We got rid of all of the grey, and I tossed in some blonde foils, some more blonde foils. So yeah, it's all there. But thank you. I'm totally distracted. But yeah, so it's definitely about me. It's definitely about me. I want to make the basket thing, but I know she's not going to care too much. Like, it'll be just like, ugh. She's 61 soon. She's definitely 61 soon for sure. If you want to make a garment that fits, you should try watching Jeannie at the On the Hook Crochet. I'll have a look. I also like Jenny King Designs. All of her, oh my god, my brain. Get Squared. I love her Get Squared stuff. It always fits because you make it to your measurements. It's like this amazing system where I love it. No matter, I just love it. And the arms fit. Oh my god, the arms fit. That's the biggest thing. Christina says, I think it would also depend on if I use the pattern. If I have not, then I would give it as a gift, not keeping a copy for myself. But if I've used the pattern, then I can't ship. That actually makes sense, Christina. Because if you have purchased the pattern, but you've never used it and you don't keep a copy for yourself, like, that's the big thing. Don't keep the PDF for yourself, and you just give it. It's no different than gifting through Ravelry, I don't think. That's a very distinct difference. But if you've made it tons of times and you're like, oh, I love this pattern, and your friend's like, I can't get it anymore, and you're like, oh, here. That I'm not with. If I receive a crochet magazine that I have no intention to make any of the patterns, is it okay to give the magazine to a friend? I haven't done this, but I have several magazines. Kathy, if you give the magazine away, whether or not as in, magazine patterns are different. The designer's not paid per pattern. The designer is paid a fixed fee for being in the magazine. If you give the magazine to somebody and don't expect it back, then that's a whole different kettle of fish. You're not photographing or photocopying the magazine. You're giving them the whole thing. So the copyright's in the magazine, you're giving it to them. It's such a bizarre, like, there's so many variations on this rule, isn't it? And it's going to depend from country to country to country, and from designer to designer, and from magazine to magazine. You need to check out whatever their copyright states. An Easter banner would be cute. I just had an idea. Leanne's Easter banner gave me the cutest idea. Do you mean like, you know, that cool, what's it called again, Leanne, where we wrote the words in? That would be cool with like Happy Easter and just hang it up somewhere. But I was also thinking just Easter bunting in these very like pastel-y Eastery colours. I don't have any Easter decorations. We've never done Easter decorations. I accidentally purchased this pattern twice, so I guilt-free gave it to a friend. No worries at all there. That is, you accidentally bought it twice. You bought 2 copies. You didn't buy 1 copy and gift it to a friend. You bought 2 copies. I'm just checking some things. Oh, I just got an email from the retreat place. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep on top of like 14 things today. Charity shops sell the knitting and crochet magazines. Yes, they do. That is a whole nother thing there, isn't it? But again, someone donated donated the magazines. I don't know what to do about that one. I don't know. You could make the words below the video into your Easter banner for the day if you want. I don't intend to go live on Sunday, honestly. How about check yourself before you wreck yourself? Morning, Chopper. I'm not quite sure. What have I done? Is something bad? But I like it. Are you on the ride? Are you on the road now, Chopper? Are you listening in the car or are you still at home? Chopper is hanging out with his fam over the other side of the country, so he is not at home. Yeah, no, I don't intend to go live on Easter Sunday. I got enough to do Easter Sunday without going live. We've got Easter and Abby's birthday. Oh, I'm going to check something. Sorry. Thank you, Chopper. My brain was already well past it. I've got my phone. It's just here. Look, I'll bring it in. Nope, it doesn't reach. It's on a little articulating arm. You can't see it. That's good to know. I can bring it closer so I can read it. So I'm waiting on the call from the roof tiler. So I don't know if he's going to call or if he's just going to rock up. Tim's going to deal with it if he rocks up, but if he calls, he's going to call this phone. So I may have to just like toss you guys onto the Be Right Back briefly while I handle that, but hopefully not. Game Widows flights are confirmed. Yes, Game of Widows, go. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. I'm parked at the hospital. So you started your journeys for the day. That is good, Chopper. That is good. Chopper is going to be in the car like most of the day today. I would hazard a guess. And Sally's flights are confirmed. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. So the flights are confirmed. For those of you that don't know, is Fiberific is having a retreat. We're having our first retreat on April. What date is it, you guys? I don't even remember. Hang on, let me look at the calendar. I should probably know this, right? I should probably know this. April 22nd and 23rd. Is that right? Yeah, that feels right. No, sorry, 23rd, 24th. 23rd, 24th. And 25th. So we're having a retreat. We're going away. We're staying up at an amazing venue. Where's my retreat? No retreat for you, Chopper. And yeah, so it is going to be so much fun. We've got some awesome sponsors who have sent some fantastic things to put in the retreat goodies bag and to donate as prizes for games and things like that. So we're just going to have an all-round crafted time. Fiberific shop's going to be there. There might be a couple of other little tables of stalls there as well. It's just chill. It's just a chill weekend, kick back. You've got tons of crafting space. You can sit back, spread out on a big table for yourself, craft away, get called for meals, walk over, sit down, eat the food, get back up and go and craft again. That's the weekend. Comfy beds, served food, coffee on tap, and somewhere to craft with no one going, Mom, Dad hit me. I didn't hit her. I moved her out of the way. Well, it was annoying. It's like, oh, I'm actually really looking forward to not that. We are currently in lockdown here in Brisbane, only until midday. Woohoo! 2 more hours, an hour and a half of lockdown. But unfortunately, that he's not going to go to work and she's not going to go to school, so they're still going to be here for the whole day. So yay. Talia says vodka. Chopper says vodka. Talia says, oh my god, yes. That's the big thing, isn't it? Like, for those of us that are in like households full of people, just not being in a household full of people, that's going to be like the big thing. We're like, yeah. All right. Craft without, what are you doing? Play with me. Yeah, where you can focus on your craft. So if you've got a craft that requires just a little bit more mental energy, then bring that. Lauren wishes she could attend. I wish she could attend too, Lauren. Good thing you have the shack. Yeah, but do you know what? I don't utilize the shack for my own personal crafting because this is the work room. Everything in here is work. So I come out here and it's not relaxing because I'm like, I should be doing this and I should be doing that. And if I go and sit on the couch if I want to relax. Hey, Ruth Young, welcome to the chat. I am just keeping an eye on my phone. Sorry, guys. I know how rude that is and annoying it is because I'm waiting on a tiler, like a roof tiler, to come and fix a roof tile so that when it rains tonight, we don't have water on our bed again, because that's not fun. Okay, Game Winner says, I just worked out what time I need to be at the airport. I'm going to need IVT. Good thing I'm only 10 minutes away. Yes. Oh my gosh. So did you grab an early morning flight, Game Widows? All right. What are we going to do here? I'm going to drop into it. So what? So I've never made crochet bunting before. I've only done knitting bunting. And so I would normally have done an I-cord and then stitched on all the things. Is that how you do triangular bunting for crochet? Someone here must have done some, right? I'm assuming so. Get rid of one pack. What's bunting? Hello, green bead from random location. Bunting is like the little triangle flags that you put in a string. Does that make sense? 6 a.m. departure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is definitely tea on tap right there. Game Widows is the same, but she's half an hour away. Sally's the same. So do we just make the triangles and stitch them on, or do we make the triangles and stitch them on at the point or along the bottom, or do we just do like a long chain and then I have no idea. I should probably look up a pattern, but I don't want to get a pattern because then I have to wait Naf's permission, and I want to make it now. Okay. All right, I'm going to do a chain. Hang on. Double camera. There we go. Oh, wow. What is wrong with this camera? The colors are just insanity. Can I fix that? Let me look. I don't know if I can fix that. Configure the video. That is, I mean, that's more normal, but it's quite dull. Let's see if we can, let's brighten up. And, right. Gain, there we go. Oh, there we go. This is bad, there we go. All right, that'll do. That's better, isn't it? Apply, okay, because I'm a pasty girl. Pasty girls. All right, I make triangles and I make a chain and then I single crochet into the triangle and then more chain, next triangle, rinse and repeat. Okay, cool. So I'm going to make triangles first. I can do that. I can do that. Triangles first. So little triangles. So I'm thinking what? 15 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 stitch triangles. Is that big enough, or do they need to be bigger? Pretty sure she's not quite articulating when she wants a shower. No, that's true. Not quite yet. Not for another year or so. Could you do some Easter egg shapes on my Easter bunting? Yes, I could possibly. It's just an oval, right? I could start in the middle and work out. Yeah, I could do that. I had to think about it for a second. Where are we? Okay, so I should write notes so that I know what I'm doing, right? Chain. I love that. So here is the attachment. So what Tali is talking about is I sent out like the big like, oh, here's all the information you need for retreat, blah 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 blah. Send, and then realized I hadn't attached it. Well, actually, someone sent me a message going, you haven't attached anything. And I was just like, yeah. So here is, or put eggs on the triangles. Oh, I like the idea of eggs on the triangles. I like that idea. So let's start with chain 15, and we'll see how big a triangle we get out of that. I'm thinking half double crochets because they're my favorites. They'll also make it nice and dense, or single crochets. Like what would you guys recommend? I mean, I just love half double crochets or half trebles. They are my absolute favorite stitch, and I don't know why I have a favorite stitch, but I do apparently have a favorite stitch. So Knit Spin Girl suggesting a granny triangle. Look, I like that idea as well. We could probably break it up and do some solids and some grannies. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking it needs to be trebles, you guys. What do you think? If we're gonna half double crochets or trebles. How was that looking? That's still dodge. I've dodged up that camera something fierce, didn't I? It's too bright. Let's see if we can fix it. Fixing the bright camera. Configure the video. Brightness, bring it down. Apply. There we go. All right, let's see if we like that better. I like that better. I don't know if you guys like that better, but I do. So half double crochets or half trebles if you are anywhere outside of the US. Let me just keep going. Mix and match. So do you think it matters, like, if we do half double crochet solid triangles and then the double crochet, like, because granny squares are done with the double crochet? Do you think it's going to matter? Just out of curiosity. Okay, so that's your half double. And then we're going to turn. We want to go skip one to create our edge. I'm just mucking around. I haven't made a triangle in a long time, so I'm just having a go at how it's going to look. We're just making it up. We're winging it. We're winging it, everybody. Group winging it. Anyone else winging it with me? Diz says it doesn't matter as long as the triangles are the same size. I think it would be easier to make sure they were the same size if they were all treble. Crochet applique. Yep, we'll do the Easter eggs onto some of these solids. Actually, that needs to come. So get your tongue in just the right spot, otherwise you don't get your thing. Catching up on things. I love your nails. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Okay. I'm just having a look here. That's, I mean, straight-ish. Freaky Geek is spinning up some pulled sari silk. Awesome, Freaky. I'm glad that order finally arrived. I'm very sorry about how long that took. I got a notification from Etsy asking for a review of the spindles I ordered from Scott Snyder. And I'm sort of sitting there thinking, the spindles I don't have yet, Etsy? I'm sorry, I love you guys, but I'm not doing a review on something I haven't actually laid my hands on. Okay, that's coming in. It's a gentle, it's going to be a gentle triangle. It's not going to be like a brrr. So we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Some of this I had for about a year and forgot about. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've done that. There's stuff I've bought that I have that I didn't know I had. I went pretty hard in the big wool show sale last July, and I was doing a bit of a shuffle around, tidy up in here, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot I bought that. So yeah. Are you the last one? So those of you that follow me on Facebook, like, are on my personal page, which I don't know if there's many of you guys actually. Last night Abby says to me, haven't you already watched this movie? And I was just like, yeah. It's like Christmas all over again. Yeah, I know, Game Widows. I do leave everything to the last minute, all right? Bruce says hubby sprained his left knee today, so he's on vacation for 5 days. Since that's how long doctor wants him to stay off it. Oh no. Depending how far you want to go, if you do some ovals as well as triangles, you could make the ovals into cute bunnies by adding ears and a teeny triangle nose. Make oval bunnies. I don't know if I'm going to have time. Because today's what? Thursday, Easter Sunday. I've got a couple of days. I'm just making one strand, you guys. Just one. Okay. It might just be like a meter. Like 3 feet. Kerry says, I have had the same issue. Exit order not yet received. Stuck in Brisbane for 5 days. Oh, mine still hasn't left the US. Like, the US postage coming out of international airports through standard postage options is so slow. It's so slow. I usually use couriers. I think I needed to make this triangle bigger. Oh, hang on. There's something hinky here. I've got to look at it. Botched something up and need to fix it. That stupid boat affected my order from Hobby. By stupid boat, are you talking about the Evergreen? Like that shipping, the thing that blocked the Suez Canal? Because that was kind of funny. No, they definitely are. Okay. Just remembering to there we go, that's neater. Skip one. There we go. Alright, I need a little chain. Yeah, that's the one. Oh my gosh. I've seen so many funny memes about that this week. Not last week when it was at the worst, but this week now that it's moved. I'm thinking these triangles are going to be too dumb. I'm very bad at this. Kathy says our post office general has slowed the mail and is reducing hours the post office is open. Oh. Tally says, I know it's not craft, but what happened? Are you talking about the Suez Canal boat block? Is that what you want to know about? Yeah, for some reason, a massive great container ship. Actually, what it was is there was fog and there was visibility problems, so they couldn't see properly. And the Suez Canal is very narrow, and the boat got stuck sideways. So a big container ship got stuck sideways in the Suez Canal, which blocked the Suez Canal, which is a major shipping line, which costs something like $15 million an hour in lost revenue for every hour that it was blocked or something. Some ridiculous number. And then it was just a mess. It's a 1/2 kilometer long container ship. Yeah. So obviously the Suez Canal is not much wider than 1/2 kilometer, because it got stuck sideways. So that would have been so frustrating. Oh, Newspin Girls, I saw that one this morning. That one, your mistakes may be big, but they're not can be seen from space big. I don't like this triangle. What do you guys think? Do you think it's coming up okay, or is it... Am I being too fussy? I'm probably just being too fussy, right? I'm probably just being too fussy. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that one. That conversation. So apparently it's in one of the lakes now being checked out as to why. Like, what happened. No, I botched that. That's not right. Hang on a second. Hang on. What have I done? I've done something wrong. I think that one should have come... That one should have come over one more stitch. Do you want it perfect or do you want it done? I ask that question a lot, don't I? I want it to not look crap, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, not crap, but doesn't have to be perfect, okay? I do want it to be, like, not the laughing stock of our house. if that makes any sense. Hang on. Go through there. Oh, no, it's, there we go. I've destroyed it again. Just that one stitch, so I'm happy. So I fixed that side. That side is fine. I'm gonna move that one, Lisa. I know it was meant to be funny, but YouTube are getting quite funny about what's in the comments, and if we don't moderate it correctly, I could be age gated, so we don't want that. So yeah. Oh no, that's the next stitch. I want the stitch after. Reminds you of candy corn. Yeah, this color does, doesn't it? It's crochet Doritos. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to be able to get that out of my head now, Dizzy, so thanks for that. Candy corn, I could just be all like, yeah, no, because it doesn't have the stripes. But no, you're right. It's a Dorito. I'm making Doritos. Yarn Doritos are now a thing. Does that mean, like, did you guys, I don't know if it's still a thing. Back when I was first, like, getting right into crochet, there was a lot of crochet. I mean, and it might have been just because I had a toddler at the time. So rather than buy plastic fake food to play with, I crocheted hamburger buns and lettuce leaves and stuff like that. I want the point to be nice. I think this is too squat. It's too squat. I don't have my ruler either. I took it inside to use it. It is a biological term. You are correct. But it is also an age-gated term here on YouTube. Because people don't always use it in its biological sense, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Nope, toy food is still happening. Okay, all right. Anyway, so I made a lot of toy food when Abby was little. I'm just going to slip stitch that there and see what that does. I mean, it's kind of rounded. I'm not happy with that. Like, what do you guys think? It's not... I think if I did it as trebles, it would be pointier. But, like, what do you think? Let me get that out of the way. But it's not great. Yeah. What I might do is... I don't know if I want to cut it yet. You guys, like, granny triangle time? Yep, I agree. I'm not sure if I'm sold on this. I wanted to ask, while I was at the sewing retreat, sorry, my brain, there's cars moving all around me and my brain's insane. Treble as in Aussie or treble as in international. So these are half double crochets or half trebles in the Aussie term. Sorry, these are half double crochets in the USA terms and half trebles in the rest of the world. So half trebles on here. Yeah, I think this is the wrong triangle. I agree, Kim. It's the wrong one. I'm disappointed in myself. Anyway, I'll push that to the side because it's full of fail. I don't know. No. Do you guys want to see what I worked on the sewing retreat? Because I've got it just here. It's not finished because nothing I do is finished. But if you want to see it, let me know in the chat and I'll pull it up while the table's nice and empty. Because there's like a pile of different triangles freaking. I don't like this shorter squat one. I want a more pointy one. I want a pointy one. Time out for the yarn. That's right. Although I have to say, I'm surprised at how much I'm enjoying working with this yarn. Show all the goodies, of course. Okay, all right. Well, what I'm going to do. So this retreat was a quirky moo retreat, which means it was a So Quirky, who is an applique designer, and Quirky and Little Moo Designs, who is a bag designer. And what they do is they join forces for these retreats. So they make a bag that has an applique on it, on one of the pockets or some portion of the bag. This yarn, before I go on, is just a cheap pack from Spotlight that I bought. That's all I can tell you. It's made for Spotlight at Spotlight stores. I have 2 packs of it. They wanted ridiculous money for it. I said no. It was on sale, so I said yes. And then they tried to charge me full price for it, and I was like, no, it's on sale. Because I think they want like $10 a pack. And I'm like, not for 250 grams of acrylic, mate. I think I paid $5 each. Anyway, so I have finished the applique. I've not finished the bag, all right? So I'll start with the applique, which is attached to the front panel of the bag, which I'm not finished yet, okay? So this is it. Kim, I can't remember the name of the pattern. Fierce something. Now, the actual pattern itself was not Wonder Woman-ish, but because my lining is Wonder Woman, we decided to Wonder Woman the leopard up, okay? So, yeah, it is definitely, I had my first turn at free motion quilting. Never done that before. I knew my machine could do it, but I wanted, so I had to be taught how to do that as well. And this is only my second applique project, so I'm really happy with it. I had some problems here just because the instruction said 1 inch, but she changed it to 2 inches, so I can't move that one. Oh yeah, no, I can't move that one because it's stitched inside. And then we had to move this one as well for some other reason, so I've got to move that one, which is going to suck. So that's got to all be taken out and moved. So like I said, I haven't got it finished. Wonder Kitty. So I'm very happy with what I've done, right? It's beautiful, and so I'm very, very happy with it. Yeah, so this is it. So, but it's going to be a backpack or a rucksack is what they call it. It's a rucksack. Always the weather rucksack with a, did Kim throw in the name? No, I don't. Kim, what's the name of the applique? And like we had to stitch in like little teeth, which I don't know if you can see there. Look, there's little tiny felt teeth. And the eye bits were really annoying because it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 layers that it had to stitch through. Anyway, Leanne, I love that idea. Leanne wins. Leanne wins today. Yeah, I've got a glass bowl. I could put them in a glass bowl and that would look fantastic. Whatever the weather rucksack with Fierce Beauty applique. Thank you. So does everybody know what applique is? Because I didn't. Before my first Quirky Moo retreat. So I received a kit. So I did pay for the kit. And in the kit, we've got all these little squares of the different fabrics. So we got the vinyl for the moon. We got the polka dotty and like all these different colors. I did have to go and grab extra vinyl for the Wonder Woman and some red fabric for the top and the stars. But the rest of it came in the kit. But you could mix and match it to make it how you wanted. And then how So Quirky does her appliques is so amazing. She uses heat and bond. So you actually have to cut out, like, you trace all the images from the pattern onto this heat and bond stuff. And then you cut it out, but just outside of the lines. And then you iron it onto your fabric, and then you cut out the exact shape that you need, like all these little annoying things here. Oh, I missed a bit there. Oh, I thought that was done, but there's some bits missing. I've got to finish those. Sorry. So, and then you got to stitch around the edges. So they heat and bonded together, but you still have to stitch around them so they don't fray, if that makes sense. And And so I'm like playing with all these different stitches that my sewing machine does, and stitch lengths and stitch widths and all that. Trace all the 52 shapes. Yes, there was a million shapes. But that was a lot of fun. But okay, so then this is the front of the rucksack. So it's got like little boxed corners. So, I mean, the bottom of the pocket's still open. I've got to stitch that down at some... actually, does it go... I think it goes into the seam. I don't know. Anyway, it'll end up being a bit more this-ish. A bit more this-ish at the bottom. That'll be the bottom of the bag with the piping, the Wonder Woman piping that I made myself. And then the back is... Oh, as you can see, it's not finished. Okay. So... lots of hardware making lots of noise here. So we've got our handle for holding our backpack, which goes onto a little snap, which a little thingy which joins to that, so you can close it. Got my Wonder Woman straps, a little vinyl bit for at the back, and then we've got Wonder Woman in the pocket. So yeah, and then it's totally adjustable. So, oops, I go like that, go that way, and then that's totally adjustable as well. So that's what I made. So it's not finished. And one of the reasons why it's not finished is I wanted to make it so I can put my laptop in it. Okay, so to put my laptop in it, I needed some extra thick foam for the lining. Oh, my voice is really just not coping. So I wanted some extra thick foam for the lining, which I have at home, but I didn't have at the retreat. So I've got the lining pieces still inside, which is more of that beautiful Wonder Woman fabric. And then I'm going to fuse that to some really thick, dense foam. And then that's going to be the lining. I'm not going to put any pockets inside. I was going to, and I'm like, you know what? No pockets inside. There's a pocket on the outside. That'll do. There's the big pocket, and then there's the zipper pocket. So, back to, like, I really love the idea of just sticking these in a bowl. Honestly, they would look adorable in a bowl, right? Just in the middle of the dining table, just in a bowl. They're kind of egg-shaped. No, I have not had time to sew the second bag for the Instagram thing. Not yet. I've got, that's my plan this afternoon, you guys. So I did all my orders yesterday. All the orders are out. This afternoon is supposedly a free and clear afternoon. So I'm going to be setting up the sewing machine, and I will be sewing that bag, this bag, and I've got another project I want to try and get done. So fingers crossed I'll get them all done this afternoon. The bag for the giveaway is nearly done. It's so close to being done, it's not funny. And then I can do that, because I would love to do that like over this weekend. That would be so much fun. And go from there. But yeah, I can't promise anything because, you know, the day keeps changing. Last week I had all these plans. I had plans for last week. And then Abby broke her arm and plans went out the window because I spent all my time running around to doctors and hospitals and things like that, as you do when you're a parent. And so that threw everything out the window. And then I went to retreat, and all I can say is thank goodness for Kim taking so much stuff, because I forgot half the things I needed to take. I had my clothes. I forgot my deodorant, so I'm very sorry if I was smelly. Luckily, I used like a 36-hour deodorant, so I probably wasn't smelly until Sunday. But I was just like not comfortable. And then I got home and then had to take Abby to the hospital again. So update on Abby's arm is they took her off the plaster. They took it off. And they've put her into one of those hard wrist guard things like what she's got. So she has to stay in that for 4 weeks, and then she's allowed to take it off for showers as long as she's careful, and then she can put it back on, which is great, I think, personally. And then after that, she can't play any contact sports or do anything silly for 8 weeks after that. So, silly girl. Silly, silly, silly. I'm going to have to this is not what I wanted. Really. She'll definitely recover. Yeah. I mean, I mean, I could probably block it into submission. I have to apologize to the boat. Your parcel has arrived. I was going to say, I thought Hobby used airmail, but anyway. Kim says she has a spare gel deo in the car. I should have asked. No, I wasn't comfortable with, like, hi world, I don't have any deodorant on. Woo! Like, for me, no deodorant is as bad as no toothpaste. I can't cope. Any new guild conference news? I have no new guild conference news. I'm sorry. I have not been keeping up because I've been super busy with our retreat and with the sewing retreat and Abby's birthday on Sunday. I will be able to get back up on top of things next week, I'm hoping. Brendan had you worried. Oh, he was doing it just to, he was doing it just to upset you, I think. Charlie said same here. Yeah, I'm really hoping that over this Easter break, I can just chill a little. I need to tidy my house. Yeah. Sally says there's a pattern that sort of, do you know what? There's probably a crochet bunting pattern somewhere that's free that I could probably just use, and I'll have a look at that. And that might be my, because the other thing is I can't constantly sew. So my legs and my back definitely hurt. So I'll need to stop and go and sit on a comfier chair. So I'll be able to have this crochet project going and my sewing going. And I might even, I'm just thinking if I should just set myself up out here with the sewing machine. I don't know if it'll probably shake the table too much. How about this other table? Yeah, all my tables are on wheels. So yeah. CGOA, so Crochet Guild of America, have announced the teachers for their virtual conference. That is awesome. Addict 24. Hang on, I love Addict 24 stuff. Addict 24 has a crochet bunting. That's the word I'm looking for, isn't it? Okay. You're waiting on cootie results. Like, for me, I'm thinking headlights. Like, that is obviously not what you're thinking. Is that right? Did you go and get a COVID test and now you're waiting? Cooties are headlights. I don't know what else that could be. I was chatting with somebody, and I was like, Code Brown, and their surname is Brown. I was like, hang on a second, that might mean something different for you. Dizzy is finishing her pattern rewrite for the CGA class. I am also writing things for my CGA classes. I've got 2 actual classes and the instructor's program class that I'm teaching. So that should be fun. Trying not to get me into YouTube trouble. I appreciate that. I appreciate the effort. I do. So yeah, but no, this weekend I am not going to be doing any work things other than our Instagram bag. I'm literally giving myself a weekend off. Code Brown, is that like I need a loofah number 2? More like an emergency situation where that has happened. Like, Code Brown, like, oh my god, everything is just gone to crap. Spanachic's pen is out of ink. Oh no, well, go and get a new pen. Like, is it a Cricut pen or just a normal pen? Dizzy's new laptop arrived yesterday. Yay! Oh, my laptop power cord arrived last week too. So after, believe it or not, an hour and a half on the phone with Lenovo, they agreed with me that it was actually the power cord that was the problem. What can I say? What did I say? Did I say something wrong? I just want to say, I just wanted to, oh, you're a shocker. Lisa had her test, but was all good except that she's still almost dying. You can say carp. Carp. Yes. Yes, you can. You're right. So yeah, so my goal is get the Instagram bags done. And because like whoever's on Instagram gets to win first dibs, I'm thinking that the second like the bag that is not chosen and the yarn that's not chosen should go to one of the Patreons. And I'm thinking Patreons who have a $2 or up membership, I will just random number generator you guys into whoever wins the second bag. What do you guys think of that idea? Because the Patreons have supported and supported and supported, and I've done squat. So the least I could do is this, right? So that's what I'm thinking. That's what we can do with the second bag. You aren't allowed to do Patreon raffles. Oh! What? That's against the... Oh, you're right. I think you're right. I didn't even think of it as a raffle. Because it's not so much as a this is why you're in it. It's a I have this thing, who wants it? Oh, let me check the Patreon terms and conditions before I go ahead with that. I know I can't do it on YouTube. I didn't even think of it because it's not a condition of a Patreon level. Yeah, I think Kim's right now that she said it. I don't know. It might be okay as a once-off, but yeah, because that's the thing. It's not a reward. It's not listed as any of the rewards. It's not a perk. It's nothing like that. It's just something that I wanted to do. I'm going to have a little look in and see what I can do. You crushed it. You have. I was all excited. I thought I was finally able to do something nice for the Patreons. And now I can't. Maybe can't. It's not your fault. Freaky's right. Don't be sorry for being right. I agree with Freaky. You've made me stop and think about something that could have potentially been very bad for me if I had have done it. I should make a bag for the door prize for the retreat. That would be amazing if you wanted to do that. Unless it's like someone else's retreat, and then I'm like, yeah. Look, this is the thing. Some people do it on YouTube, and I used to do a lot of giveaways on YouTube. But YouTube frown on it now. That's not really supposed to happen. Not in so much of a way as you must subscribe or something like that. Basically asking for a subscriber or a follower or whatever to get a chance to win a thing is actually against the terms of service across just about every platform. If you don't ask if which Patreons want in, it's not a raffle. And that's what I was thinking. It was more of a perk thing. But I'm going to double check because I don't want to do the wrong thing and potentially have my Patreon shut down. Because that's the risk, is if you go against the terms of service and they may not catch you, you're fine. But if you go against the terms of service and you're caught, yeah. So Leanne, you used to be allowed to do it as a perk on Patreon, but they changed the rules because people were being burned. And people weren't getting what they were promised and things like that. Like, I don't know who promises stuff on Patreon and then doesn't deliver it. Said Chantel, never. Gosh. Yeah, but Claire used to do them all the time, I remember. Because you can have a perk where someone receives something, but it's not a chance to receive it. They definitely receive it. But that was at least 2 years ago. So Chantel's doing very well at ignoring us. I'm trying so hard, but it just keeps catching my eye. Steph got pinged. She had a monthly draw for a certain tier, yeah. And that's the thing, like you can make a monthly tier for like, say it was just like, okay, for $50 a month, Patreon, you will also get a skein of yarn, right? As long as I made sure I sent that skein of yarn, that is fine to every person on that tier. But if I said for $50, you get to go into a draw for a skein of yarn, then that's not allowed. Gamer Widow says, I'm on Patreon to support and not get something. And I appreciate that, Gamer Widows, and I know that's the case for all of you. But I also feel like your additional support deserves some recognition. Does that make sense? Because like you guys over on Patreon make it so that if I need new, like I had to go and buy a new internet cable. I didn't even have to think twice. I just went and bought it because I knew that the Patreon money would absolutely cover that. No worries. You know, it took a couple of months, but the Patreon money paid for a new camera so that we didn't have to keep doing the 30-minute timer thing, which was so frustrating. You know, the Patreon money has paid for the new lighting and may have also paid for my multicolor light that I love a lot. So the Patreon money has really, it's really made a big difference and has meant that I don't have to worry so much if something for the live stream crashes, because I know I can afford to replace it. Maybe not the laptop, but like the other parts of it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all like these amounts that I can do. Should we talk about MLC? We should, but Lisa needs help with joining Patreon. Is there a problem, Lisa? Let me just double check. I just have a feeling I've just missed a call. Hang on. No, I did not miss a call. Sorry. I thought I had missed, my phone was vibrating, but it's just like a million messages from people who should know better. Honestly. So somebody needs to help Lisa join Patreon. So what's the problem, Lisa? I'm not looking. Also, Deb has sent something and that could just be scary. It doesn't go through payment on my computer. I haven't tried again in months. Have you got yours set up with PayPal or some other way? I wonder who those people are. Yeah, chat. The people are the Zoomers, the Fiberific Zoomers. Not just the Fiberific Zoomers. It turns out I've missed a lot of messages. So let me just, now that I'm here, I just want to double check that I haven't received any messages from the Tyler. I have not. Good. I get to the payment screen and it just stops and freezes. Maybe try again and see what happens if it's been a few months. And see what happens. You tried PayPal. In just under an hour, we can run free and Brizzy in surround areas. We can, but we must mask up for 2 more weeks. So yeah, no, that's cool. Okay, so Mystery Lace Club. All right, if you are a member of Mystery Lace Club, you should have received an email yesterday, I want to say, or the day before, probably yesterday. If you're a Mystery Lace Club member, you have some options available to you. So if you are tired of waiting because it's been a ridiculous amount of time for them to come out, and I 100% understand, if you want a refund, let me know. Not on December because it's just about to go out the door, but your January, February or March, if you want a refund on those, send me a message and I'll make sure that goes through today. And then if you don't want a refund, let me know as well. But if you don't respond, I'm going to assume you want the boxes, okay? Have I had some replies yet? I have had replies back, yes. So I'm getting a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. So, and I think that's pretty good. I'm like A-okay with whatever people want to do. It gets taken out in the first of the month, so may not charge until later tonight. Yeah. I'm going to be staying home for safety. Look, I stay home just because I'm unsocial. Like, they're like, oh, have you been to any of these places? And I'm like, is it the local Woolies or post office? Then probably not. There's a good chance the answer is no. Spanish Chick says, I'm happy to wait unless you don't want to die, in which case I'm happy for a refund. No, I'll still be dying. There's a lot of people who still want it. So there'll be dying happening. It just might be some smaller batches, that's all. Why are you writing squirrel? Spanish Chicks hitting spotlight 40% off on fabrics by the meter. Is that? I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Honestly, I don't want more fabric right now. I'm trying to sort some things out. I want to sort some craft stuff out so that I've got a bit more room, and I want to be able to have my sewing machine set up all the time. And I've got my Cricut set up out here now, so it's set up all the time because I want to just be able to do things when I want to do the thing. And I can't always have my sewing machine set up on the dining table, which is the best table because it doesn't shake. But I'll have to set it up on a shaky table and just sew slower. Leanne says, please remember your local friends are here just waiting to help. Just put the call out. I will remember, Leanne. I will remember. There's a couple of jobs that are coming up that I don't want to ask for help for from some of the other ladies because it'll spoil their retreat thing. But maybe some of you that aren't going to the retreat, if you want to come over and help, that would be awesome because I need to put the retreat bags together. So I'm just double checking. There we go. I'm just paranoid about the roof thing. I'm watching all these clouds come over and I don't want the roofer to not be able to do it. I must sew more project bags and spindle sleeves. Yes, you must. Lisa might be able to help. Lisa, I don't know if you can. We'd have to do it in the house because you can't get into the shack because it's a big step up. But yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have a think. I'll have a think. It might actually be better to do it in the house because we'll have more room. What's a spindle sleeve? A spindle sleeve is a really cool... I've got one, but I think I took it inside like this morning. A project, like it's like a little project bag that's a bit padded that you can put your spindle and your fluff in so that your spindle has got less chance of being damaged. I must finish the samples of the retreat pattern. Yes, you must. Because if I need to print those, I'm going to need them soon. I can help. I don't need surprises. No. You're helping with so much already, Kim, that you can just, you know, have one surprise. All right? One surprise. All right? No, I'm actually thinking it might be better to do it in the house. We'd have more room because my shack's tiny. And with even just two of us in here, it makes it really squishy. And it'd be fun to have a few people over to help. There is a retreat pattern. Yes. It's not to be made on retreat. It's, yeah. Anyway. So you can take your work on the run. Yeah. And you can pop it into your satchel or whatever and just keep going. The aircon in here just all of a sudden got really cold, and I think that's why my voice is not being my friend. So I'm tempted to try and turn the temperature up. I'm going to try and turn the temperature up. So I'm going to do this. I'm back. The aircon's not any warmer yet. I hope it comes through soon. That was abrupt. Yeah, sorry. I clicked the button and continued talking. So sorry about that. I've got good in my teens of packing O-week bags. I don't know what O-week bags are. I've got a couple of things I still need to get done before I can start packing the bags. But only a few things. It's so exciting. I can't wait. The retreat's going to be so much fun. Though it's just a small thing so you can do it if you want to. Yeah, that's a good point actually. If you've got what you need to make it. So sorry about that. Orientation week, first week of uni. Oh, okay, see, I didn't go to uni. So I don't know about uni things. I need to make project bags as well for Dizzy or other school. I'm just having, I feel like I'm involved then too. Something fun to look forward to. Yeah. Well, yeah. The Jackie pattern has been a very poorly kept secret. So yeah. Sorry. I shouldn't tell you that the movie tickets were one for me, one for the bag. Well, I only have enough things for the bag, so if we keep anything, then there's not enough for the bags. Goodness me. I need to design the shirts apparently. I was going to do that, but I mean, you'd probably have to fix it. And I was thinking, like, while we're all on the chat here, did we want to do just the image on the front, like with the Fiberific on retreat on the front, and then put the year on the back, like we do for our quirky moves? Or do we want to put the year on the front as well? I don't know. Bloody video keeps pausing. Bloody telemarketers. Well, that would only be happening if you're on your phone. Honestly. Sorry, I'm just checking this. Cool. All right. So yeah, so we can work out how much it will cost so people can bring the $1 So in the letter, it specifies that if you want a Fiberific retreat shirt, for you to bring a plain shirt, no pockets or anything on it, just a plain t-shirt. Now it can pretty well be any color, but it needs to be a solid color, if that makes sense. But yeah, that way we can work out how much it's going to be, because we've got no idea how much the cricket stuff is going to cost per shirt, because it's going to be a fairly decent size image, and yeah, it will be, you know, I don't know how much it'll be. I have no idea. I'll have to wait and see. But it'll be basically the cost will be for the cricket stuff to put the iron-on transfer onto your shirt. And Kim's going to help with that, and she is amazing at those sorts of things. It can be anything if we're doing offset. Okay, all right, then it can be any shirt, as long as it has no pockets in the way. Then yeah, Sally's bringing a grey shirt. I would probably have a black shirt because most of my shirts are black. Because I like black. I have black, a blue, and I think I've got a grey one as well. Hang on. Reaching. I may have bought some extra shirts to put labels on. And because in the wisdom of I love the Best and Less V-necks. These are my favourite shirts in the whole wide world, right? This is not a Best and Less V-necks. This is a big W V-neck. Not my favourite. Favourite, not favourite. But they now stick a stupid little tiny useless pocket here. And so, where was it? Anyway, it's gone now. Unpicked it, took it off. So it's just this little tiny pocket that just goes there. Totally useless for anything, right? Especially on a lady's shirt because it's right here. So, useless. So I've got 2 greys and a black that are ready to go. They need washing. That's the other thing. Pre-wash your shirts. I realized the mistake that I had made. I'd made a shirt for Quirky Move Retreat, and the iron-on was lifting in one spot, and it's because I hadn't pre-washed the shirt and it had that sticky strip with all the size dot on it, and it had left a residue. So make sure your shirts are pre-washed. Sally's is a V-neck from Target. Nice. Spanish Chicks, I'll have to see if they've got any 3/4 sleeves yet. I love a good 3/4 sleeve. Josh says, great idea. I wasn't impressed with the pocket on the new shirts too. Yeah, because I love the shirts. So this really nice, lovely, soft cotton. The armholes fit properly on my big arms. The V's not too deep and too, you know, showing the girls. And so I like that. But I did not like the little pocket. So very carefully, very cautiously unpick the pocket. So that's what I've done. But I need to go and throw those in the washing machine. And it's probably a good idea if you can give them a bit of a press. They don't have to be superly good pressed, because Kim's going to sort that out as well. Because Kim's going to do everything, aren't you, Kim? Kim's like, what? Because I know it's going to be in your bag, and especially if you're traveling, it might get a bit crunchy. I'm a t-shirt roller. I think I just had my front gates go. So I tend to like press my shirt, then sleeves in and roll it up so that it's less chance of getting crunchy. But Kim will make sure it's good, won't you, Kim? Natalie says I can bring my Cricut and heat press too. Oh, because it's the thing, it's a craft weekend. You can bring whatever you want to work on. Each table has tons of PowerPoints. So like at Sewing Retreat, I have my sewing machine plugged in, my iron plugged in, and my light plugged in. I have 3, I probably shouldn't, but I have 3 plugs that I could plug things into so that I could see properly, iron without having to, you know what I mean? Like, so every person's got access to good power, and it's a big table. So, and you know, Kim's the cricket queen. She knows, like, the thing to remember, Nat, cricket, you've got to have access to the internet. Telstra really is the only one that works. I think Optus works a little bit, but it's really hit and miss. Spanichick says if you print on your own vinyl, you won't have to pay any dollars. You know, I brought my own power board, right? Oh, I didn't know that. So how many, does everyone get 2 switches? Is that right? Do they get 2? Or because I had 3, so maybe I should bring a power board. I don't know now that I'm thinking about it. What did you have plugged in, Kim? Nat has Telstra phone, so all good. Oh, that's good. I can hear a car outside doing the drivey. I'm not sure if I'm at the right place thing. I'll keep an eye on, see if my phone starts ringing. So I might have to abruptly go to the be right back, you guys. Tim's keeping an eye out, but there's definitely someone at my gates. So hang on a second. I'm going to have to be right back, you guys. I'm going to double check that Tim's not on a phone call for work, and we'll go from there, okay? I'll be back soon, all right? On it, I don't have to worry. Yay! So Kim says she thinks that there's 2 per table, so a light charger iron sewing machine is what she had. Tally says, do we just need to bring a t-shirt? Yes. So if you bring a t-shirt, we're going to work out a nominal fee, so you'll know before you come what the nominal fee is, and it's just going to cover the cost of the vinyl that we use to iron on. We're all going to be using the Fiberific Blurple vinyl, so we'll all be on the same vinyl, so we can all match a little bit if we want to. So yeah, I reckon some craft fun could be hard to convince people to share their Telstra data. Yeah, I mean, I share it up there. It can be a black tea, it can be any color tea that you want. I've got black teas. So I prefer the black because I like a black tea, but it's up to you entirely. And I can do a black or white offset depending on the color of the shirt. Yeah, I think wouldn't a white offset work with everything? So if you have a white offset so that the blurple stands out, and if you've got a white shirt, the white offset's still going to make the blurple stand out. Anyway, but we can chat about that, Kim. We don't need the live stream for this, right? Can be had, not hard. Oh, sorry, as in get free coffees for sure. Well, coffee is free anyway, so yeah. So coffee's free at Retreat. There's a coffee and tea making station. Apparently Leonie will make cappuccinos with the fancy coffee machine, for a fee. But I've not had it. I've just had the Robert Timms instant. So where are we? Well, I can't help you then. No, some of us might just have to be nice and just let people hotspot off our phones for data if they need data. So we'll go from there. But yeah, guys, my voice is really going and I'm trying really hard to keep talking, but I think I'm just going to have to call it quits because I I'm trying to get better, but I'm not 100% yet. So I'm thinking that I might end the stream now, after our chat about live stream. I don't think we talked much about Easter craft at all. I'm very sorry. And we'll chat more another day. I'm really sorry about that. Just not, my throat's really starting to go. So water's not helping. Coffee didn't help. Diz has been MIA for a while in the chats. Yep. So I'm one of those people that's impossible to barter with. Yeah, because she's got everything. She doesn't need anything. I need to supervise Tim. No. That'll all be good. That'll all be good. I'm not worried about that. I'm just like, it's getting really sore. All right. I'm going to catch you all later. We'll have live stream again next week. I will see if we can get that Instagram post up before Easter. That would be so cool. And we'll see how we go. But in the meantime, be kind to each other. Keep an eye on all your, restrictions, what have you, for your area. And those of you that are coming to retreat, I'll see you in real life soon. And those of you that are in MLC, don't forget to double check your emails and make your decisions. I will catch you all later. And yeah, have a great Easter long weekend. Doing whatever it is that you want to do to celebrate or, think about. I will catch you later. Bye.